Subarus are known for their ground clearance. Is this unique in terms of how much ground clearance it has, and what have they done to update it in the updated Outback?
The Wilderness Edition has 9.5 inches of ground clearance. And by the way, for reference, that Dodge Ram Warlock that we were driving the other day had only an inch more ground clearance. It's pretty significant, 9.5 inches. Stock Outback comes in at 8.7, and I checked this out, Honda Passport Trail Sport model, only 8.3. These Wilderness models are special for their all-terrain tires, so they're a little more ready to go off-road. The 17-inch matte black wheels are just cool looking. They play no part in the off-roading, but look nice.
Yeah, they do look nice.
Behind the wheel, something really interesting about these new, for the 2026 Wilderness model, are these adaptive dampers. So they can, they've got some acceleration sensors, and they're, kind of quote-unquote reading the conditions and feeding them back into the vehicle to help smooth out, potholed roads, but also to ease, when you're banging around off-road. They're trying to emulate a skyhook suspension, which is kind of a pretty high-end sort of method or idea that the vehicle is, you can imagine it being hung from a hook in the sky so that the body's not moving, and then underneath everything's kind of managing what's happening on the road in front of them to try to limit the amount of banging around for the passengers inside. I have gone over we get some pretty bad frost heaves and roads around here, and it's remarkably smooth. I haven't really off-roaded this, but in crappy road conditions, which are probably pretty similar, if not worse, it's pretty smooth.
Well, that's really nice. I mean, just to have that kind of pillowy feel as you drive along. Is it a little weird, though, to get used to?
No, it feels right. It just feels like, oh, this is a nice ride. I mean, we've all been in cars where you go over, especially with kids in the car,
Right.
And Marin, one of my daughters, is prone to car sickness, and she doesn't comment. But like in other vehicles, like our old Ford minivan, it slams over everything, right? And it's just a totally different thing. So the adaptive suspension, higher ground clearance, all-terrain tires are all special features of the Wilderness. And I can tell you in rough paved conditions, they're pretty fantastic, and I imagine it's great off-road.